Rob the Darksider with you here for a happy Jets recap, a truly happy one. Unlike last week where there were a million things and we hung on for dear life, today is truly a happy recap as the Jets beat the Eagles for the first time in their history. I'm talking to you from a hotel room in Arizona. I am out here for a business conference. It is almost 9:30 my time, a.m. as I write this. I got about a half hour before I got to get out there, shower, and start talking to people all day. But I wanted to touch base with you maniacs, the maniacs who are not happy about this win, or they pretend to be happy while they're screaming and yelling about all the negative shit. Yes, there's negative shit. This is a young team that is not quite there, and the quarterback, we could talk about him in a different video. Yes, he makes a few mistakes here and there, and he's not getting them in the end zone, and the penalties with this and the players with that. I get it all, and I was screaming and yelling about it for let's see, I guess 59 minutes and 58 minutes and 10 seconds myself until the Jets scored that touchdown and essentially put the game away. And that's another thing I am going to do a video on for absolute certain, is this whole we should have kneeled on the 1 yard line thing. You guys are crazy. Whatever. Anyway, this is a happy win. It's a win. A win is a win, and you take this win 100 times out of 100 without complaining. You said they beat a better team. They beat a top team. They shut them down. The elite defense, the championship defense we've been waiting for and not seeing, finally showed up, and it showed up big time. That second half, the defense was that's exactly what you were hoping. It's better than we were hoping for. That's even better. I mean, they shut the Eagles down completely in that second half. Came up big when they needed to. Turnovers all over the place. The Jets defense was monstrous in the second half yesterday, and if they could even come close to that for the rest of the year, the Jets are going to be something to be reckoned with. But the win itself, let's talk about that, okay? They beat a very good team. They beat a team that's been in the Super Bowl hunt for the past few years, a team that is 5-0 this year, a team they had never beat. But more important than that, they gutted out a win against a strong opponent for the first time. How many years has it been since the Jets gutted out a tough win against a good team like that? Don't talk to me about the 0-13 year with Sam Darnold, because that's not a gutsy thing. That was just, they were ahead the whole game and had to hang on for dear life. But they're down 14-3. They had, every time the Jets got close, they committed a dumb penalty that set them back. It's just, they gutted it out big time, and you should be happy about that. You should look at this as hopefully a stepping stone, right? Most teams this would be. It's the Jets, so I'm going to temper my expectations a little grain of salt. But the Jets' last 2 weeks where they gutted it out against teams that had them against the ropes should be a stepping stone. It should have battle hardened them. It should have, you hone your skill in these tough battles, and then you get out there and you're ready. Hopefully that's the corner the Jets turned yesterday. I hope. I can only hope. But you have some hope that they have turned a corner. They're through the toughest part of their schedule. They are 3-3. Did anybody expect them to be 3-3 after Rodgers went down? Sounds awfully quiet out there, but I'm sure there's someone saying they expected it. But you were just optimistic. You weren't basing it on any reality. You were basing it on your hope. You were basing it on yelling at people like me for being negative about it. And I was wrong. I'll admit I was wrong. Nobody expected this team to be 3-3 unless you were just, you're like a 5-year-old kid who wants his team to win every game. Reality says that they would have been 2-4 at best, and when Rodgers went down, you're like 1-5. Who we beating? We should beat the Patriots. Oh, oops. Oh yeah. Anyway, I'm digressing. Gutsy win, 3-3 at the bye. You would like to think that the Jets have gotten all of the tough shit out of the way, and now they're ready to move forward. Let's see the quarterback take that step, man. He has improved enough. He has improved enough to not be reasons the Jets are losing games, but now he needs to take that step and be part of the reason they are winning games. And this is a step I wanted to see him take last year. On my podcast a couple of years ago, I said this is what I expect from Wilson. I want him to go from being the reason we lose to being a reason that we are winning. And then that in-between step is kind of just there. He's not losing the game, not winning the game, but maybe he's ready to take a step too. You would think that after these three tough weeks between the Chiefs, the Broncos, and now the Eagles, you would think that in those 3 tough weeks of battling his ass off, that he would now turn a corner and things would slow down. And this is how you get better. You get better by getting your ass kicked and being bad at things, right? You You don't come out of the chute good at things and then suddenly you're even better. No, you gotta get your ass kicked a little bit. I'd like to see them come out ready instead of having to adjust in the second half down 10 or more all the time. I'd like to see all of those things, but for now, let's just hope this is a nice turning point. The team has gotten through the roughest part of the schedule. The team has gutted it out the last couple of weeks. I mean, that was really a gutsy win yesterday. I'm going to give them all the credit in the world. As dark as I am, the darkest of the Darksiders, leading Facebook groups, doing this video thing here. The Jets, I can't say enough good things about that second half yesterday and where I hope they're going, because this could be the start of something good. That's karma telling me to calm myself down, and I'm going to calm myself down. I'm not making any predictions about it, but you hope that maybe this is it. All right, go Jets.